Transformers Rise of the Beast has released, and before it ended, it dropped a huge bombshell on fans. In this video, we're going to break down the ending of this movie and discuss what that means for the future of the Transformers franchise. Major spoilers ahead. So in the end of Rise of the Beast, we see the Autobots, Maximals, and humans Noah and Elena join forces in Peru to stop the Terracons from summoning Unicron to Earth and eating it. Scourge, who now has both halves of the Transwarp key, activates it, and it creates a giant tower that opens up a portal that allows Unicron to come through. The heroes try to sneak up to stop it, but their sneak skill is not that great, so they get caught, and in the process Mirage gets killed. But before he dies, Mirage uses his last bit of energy to turn his body into an exosuit for Noah, which essentially makes him a super soldier. And this is a nice callback to the 1986 animated Transformers movie. This exosuit gives Noah a fighting chance against the bad guys, as a bunch of Unicron drones are flying through the portal and they're starting to overrun our heroes. But while everyone is fighting, an electric shockwave releases from the tower, and that activates all of the dormant energon in this Peruvian field. With the energon now activated, it recharges Bumblebee, who was killed earlier in the movie, and it brings him back to life. Bumblebee then shows up to battle in spectacular fashion, skydiving out of an airplane, destroying a bunch of Unicron's drones, and he manages to kill one of the Terracons. With Bumblebee now on the battlefield, this creates enough of a distraction to allow the human Elena to access the control panel of the tower in order to shut down the Transwarp key. But while she's putting in the shutdown code, the control panel gets blown up, therefore the portal stays open. In an act of selflessness though, Optimus Prime decides to destroy the key, thus destroying any hope he and the Autobots have of returning home to Cybertron. But not before killing Scourge by savagely ripping his head off. Awesome. Optimus Prime then destroys the key, which causes the tower to explode, and it opens up a vacuum that starts sucking everything in the area up into the closing portal. At this point, Unicron is not having a good time. Optimus Prime accepts his death and starts getting pulled into the portal, but then he's grabbed by Noah and Optimus Primal. The heroes save the day. After witnessing the bravery of Noah and Elena throughout the battle, Optimus starts rethinking his bitterness towards humanity, and he learns that there's more to humans than meets the eye. They all return to their separate lives, with Elena being interviewed on television for her discovery of the cave in Peru with all the Transformers artifacts. And Noah is back in his home in Brooklyn, still trying to find a job to help pay for his sick little brother's medical bills. American healthcare, am I right? During the interview, however, the interviewer kept asking Noah questions about Peru and the Transformers, even though to the best of his knowledge, Noah has kept that a secret. The man reveals he's an agent for a secret government organization that's meant to protect against world-ending threats, and after what Noah accomplished with the Transformers in Peru, they want him to join. The agent hands Noah a business card before opening a secret door to reveal a high-tech military base. When Noah flips the business card over though, it reveals the name of the secret agency, and fans of Transformers are gonna automatically assume it's Sector 7, but it's not. What is it then? Well...
now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! Transformers and G.I. Joes are having a crossover. These are two of the biggest properties owned by the Hasbro toy company, and there have been many crossovers both in comics and TV shows, but never on the big screen. This means that we'll most likely start seeing G.I. Joe characters pop up in future Transformers movies until there's enough interest from the audience to make a brand new G.I. Joe movie, and this can be super beneficial for both franchises. For the Transformers franchise, the biggest complaint about them has been the human characters are always uninteresting and basically worthless. But if you replace those human characters with G.I. Joes, now you're cooking with fire. Because one, the G.I. Joes are definitely helpful in a fight, and two, each of them are way more interesting than just regular human characters. I'll take Snake Eyes over Mark Wahlberg any day. As for the G.I. Joe franchise, they have yet to have a good movie. They had two that bombed, and then they did a reboot about Snake Eyes that also bombed, so they really need a lifeline. Regardless on how you feel about the Transformers movies, they somehow keep making money. So all the G.I. Joe franchise has to do is just hitch a ride on that money maker, not be front and center, but present enough to garner interest from fans. That way when they do come out with a brand new G.I. Joe movie, people will be like, oh, those are those cool dudes from the Transformers movies. I'm totally gonna check that out. Now the movies still have to be good, but that's a whole other issue. We'll see when we get there. But real quick, let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of the ending of Transformers Rise of the Beast? And are you excited for a Transformers G.I. Joe crossover? And if you haven't already, be sure to check out my review on Transformers Rise of the Beast by clicking on the box right here. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, do the menage a trois, and I'll see you in the next video.